Top 6 vitamins to bust stress and anxiety. You know that feeling when anxiety creeps in? Like when you have to talk in front of a bunch of people and your heart starts racing? But guess what? That jittery feeling can actually push us to get our act together and practice our speech. Now, let's get real. Sometimes anxiety cranks up to 11 and becomes this all-consuming monster that's seriously messing with our everyday life. It's like you can't even go about your usual business without feeling like you're stuck in a horror movie. Anxiety disorders are common mental health issues in the U.S. More than 40 million grown-ups, and that's almost 20% of the whole adult population, are dealing with these. And don't think kids are spared. Around 7% of those aged 3 to 17 are wrestling with anxiety every year. And get this, most people start feeling these symptoms before they even hit 21. In this video, we'll be exploring the top 6 anxiety-busting vitamins that are like a soothing balm for your stressed-out body. But hold on, I'll also spill some easy lifestyle changes that can really get to the heart of the matter, fixing those underlying issues that fuel anxiety. Just a heads up, this video is for informational purposes only. If you think you are unwell, please have a chat with your doctor for a proper checkup and advice. Number 1. Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is a water-soluble vitamin that's all about being a team player in our body's important tasks. One of its jobs is to help make serotonin, which is like the brain's mood manager, keeping our spirits in check. But if B6 isn't around enough, it can lead to anxiety and other health problems. So, keeping our vitamin B6 levels happy is definitely a smart move. Vitamin B6 is actually present in a whole bunch of different foods. Some of the top-notch sources of this vitamin are fish, beef liver, and other organ meats. Oh, and don't forget potatoes and other starchy veggies, along with various fruits that aren't citrusy. Number 2. Vitamin D3. So there's this study that came out in 2017, published in the Lancet Psychiatry Journal. They dug into a bunch of data from over 10,000 people, and what they found was pretty intriguing. Turns out, people dealing with anxiety disorders seem to have a bit of a shortfall in the vitamin D department compared to those who didn't have those anxiety issues. The numbers show that those with anxiety disorders had about a 30% higher chance of lacking enough vitamin D compared to the anxiety-free crowd. Vitamin D3 is a mood and energy booster. It's been a real game changer for patients experiencing anxiety. They're not saying that lack of sunshine is the only thing causing those anxious vibes, but not having enough of that vitamin D can definitely put a damper on your mental well-being. And guess what? The primary source of vitamin D3 is sunlight, so catch those rays if you can. Number 3. L-Theanine. Just imagine yourself cozied up with a warm cup of tea. It's like an instant relaxation buddy. And guess what? Science says it's not just a feel-good trick. Turns out sipping on some tea doesn't only soothe your mind, but does it without making you all sleepy. There was this study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychiatry. They were really diving into the experiences of people dealing with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder. They found out that this compound called L-Theanine did wonders. It sort of kicked anxiety to the curb and even brought about some improvements in their symptoms. Found these tips helpful? If you do, please like and subscribe. You'll be the first to hear about more content like this. Thanks for learning with us. Number 4. Magnesium. Magnesium, a vital mineral, plays an essential role in maintaining our body's well-oiled machinery. It keeps our muscles relaxed, nerves composed, and aids in the production of the neurotransmitter called GABA. This GABA is like a calming maestro in our brain, fostering relaxation for our body and mind. Some research even indicates its potential role in managing anxiety. Wondering where to find this powerhouse mineral, magnesium? Consider dark green vegetables like spinach and kale, which are not just salad stars, but also rich in magnesium. For a little crunch, nuts and seeds such as almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds are magnesium-packed delights. So, whether you're a salad lover or a nut enthusiast, there's a plethora of options for your magnesium intake. Number 5. Probiotics. In a research investigation, they examined students who were under significant pressure due to upcoming exams. Surprisingly, the study revealed that those who consumed a probiotic containing multiple strains experienced notably lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol within their bodies. Moreover, their levels of anxiety and depression also showed improvement, as opposed to the unfortunate group who received a placebo. It turns out these probiotics are little helpers for your gut. They team up with the bacteria in there and sort out problems like inflammation and leaky gut. And guess what? Addressing these problems can effectively enhance communication between the brain and the gut. ultimately leading to a notable improvement in symptoms of anxiety. Number 6. Omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are the kind of fats our body really needs. You can find them in fish, seafood, nuts, and seeds. And what they do is they're like the peacekeepers in our bodies, fighting off inflammation, which causes all the problems. Now here's where it gets interesting. Picture this. Stress hits us like a ton of bricks, and our bodies respond by unleashing these chemicals that can stir up inflammation. It's like a tiny riot inside us. And you know what? This inflammation can totally mess with our vibe, making us feel anxious and jittery, giving us that racing heart, clammy skin, and foggy brain. So getting enough of these omega-3s could be like sending in the cavalry to calm things down and give us some peace of mind. So, when it comes to dealing with anxiety, there's this whole array of natural remedies that can really come to the rescue. Let's break it down a bit. Get moving. Ever tried exercise? It's like this magical potion that busts stress and anxiety. It sets free these little happiness molecules called endorphins that totally amp up your mood. You don't have to go all out. Just a good 30-minute dose of moderate intensity exercise on most days does the trick. Chill out with meditation. Close your eyes, find your zen, and let all that stress melt away. That's meditation for you. And don't stress about finding the perfect technique. There's a lot of meditation styles out there. Just pick the one that vibes with you. Aromatherapy awaits. Ever had a whiff of lavender or chamomile? Those scents can be your anxiety's worst enemy. It's called aromatherapy, and it's like a spa day for your senses. Essential oils like lavender, chamomile, and ylang-ylang are like tiny bottles of relaxation. Massage away the tension. Imagine those knots of tension just unraveling under the touch of a skilled masseuse. Massage therapy isn't just a luxury, it's a legit stress buster. Plus, it gives you better sleep, which is like gold for calming anxiety. Sleep well. Speaking of sleep, it's like your body's reset button. When you're sleep deprived, anxiety's favorite hormone, cortisol, goes haywire. So aim for that sweet spot of 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Eat a balanced diet. Food isn't just fuel, it's a mood enhancer too. Think colorful veggies, whole grains, and lean proteins. They're your anxiety's kryptonite. Skip the processed food, sugar-loaded drinks, and caffeine overload. Watch the booze and coffee. Alcohol and caffeine add fuel to the anxiety fire. If you've noticed, they're not your besties during anxious times. It's smart to cut back. Nature's embrace. Nature's like a big, comforting hug for your mind. Whether it's a stroll in the park, a hike through the woods, or just chilling in your backyard, the great outdoors has this magical way of soothing your frazzled nerves. Mindfulness. Ever tried just being present at the moment? No judgment, no worries, just breathing in the here and now. That's mindfulness. And you can tap into it through meditation, yoga, or just a few minutes of deep breathing each day. Connect with your loved ones. You know those people who just make you feel all warm and fuzzy? Hang out with them. Social support is very important for your mental health. Spending time with your friends who have your back is pure therapy. Anxiety might be that uninvited guest crashing your mental party, but you've got the ultimate playbook to show at the door. Remember, knowledge is power, and you're armed with the know-how to ease those anxious vibes. But hold on, before you go, make sure to hit that like button if you found this information valuable. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Join our community of seekers who are taking charge of their well-being. Thanks for watching.